This vehicle is misfiring on cylinder 5, so I'm about to check to see if I'll find any causes of the misfiring. They've changed the engine and it's a brand new engine, so I'm about to check if it's an electrical issue or it's a different issue. And this vehicle is a direct injector, so I'm using the workshop's machine, which is ultra, to do that, to check the actual problem. So when you start, you see it has this difficult starting, and it's going to start. Yeah, so it's going to start although, but when you read the fault code, it tells you that it has misfiring. You can see low fuel pressure. I don't know if there is any leakage, and when you go to onboard diagnosis, you see that it shows misfiring on cylinder 5. So I'm about to test it and see. It looks like it's losing pressure somewhere where I don't actually know where the pressure lost is. I don't know if it is sending too much fuel into cylinder 5. So if you can see, cylinder 5 is having 180 count, and the other cylinder, this one, is cylinder 3, which is only 4. So let me connect my scope and see the reading, if I'll catch anything. So after connecting everything, so after doing all my connection now, so if you check cylinder, channel A is the injectors, and the other ones are the command from the control board commanding the ignition coil to turn on. So if you check, the blue one is for 5, the green one is for 5, the blue one is for 6, and the yellow one is for 4. So if you can see, it has the same firing order, and the reason why you are not seeing the injector pattern is because of how I've done it. But I can turn all of them off so that you can get to see the injector pattern. Let me change my milliseconds to zoom out the injector pattern. Then let me switch my trigger. Let me change my trigger. So now that I've changed my trigger, you can see you are seeing the injector pattern. But if I turn the other channels on, it will not affect it, although just that it might send feedback. These are like something we call feedback signal, so it will send just the feedback. So to this diagram, the injector pattern is a direct injection, and the injector pattern I'm getting is okay. So I'll check on the other cylinder because it looks like this side is so close. I don't have the arm clamp here. Like, I'll use the arm clamp to check the current flow also in one of the, to see if the injector is. So let me move it to another, or let me compare it to another cylinder injection. Then let's see. So now I'm about to add another injector pulses to it. So I'm setting my probe. You go to probe setting, then I'm using 20:1 attenuator. Then you set your voltage. I think this one is around 100, so let me set this one also to 100. So when you set it to 100, you can see when during the settings they asked me that is it per division, or so if you don't leave it per division, that means from here to the top will be the 100. But if you say per division, then that means from here to here will be 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. That's how they'll do it. But because I didn't say per division, so they'll leave it this way. So what I'm going to do is, let me shift this one here a bit so that the next pattern will be around where you can see this signal. So let me connect the probe and get back to you guys. So now you can see that I'm having the 2 signal on it. So if I do 2 milliseconds, it will be showing only 1. So let's see, let me do the trigger to D. You know that we are using D. Let me do the trigger to D. So let me turn off A, and you can see the pattern I'm getting on D is quite a bit different from the pattern I'm getting Okay, let me change my time base. Let me go to 1 millisecond. Yeah, so if you check this pattern and the one I'm going to show you now, we want to compare the two patterns and see the A, if you get any difference. So you can see this should tell me that there is something wrong or something wrong somewhere that I have to check. Let me try and see if I can get 5 volts for their arm clamp, then connect it to it, because if I change the trigger again to D to get to D, you can see how calm the D is operating, which is cylinder 4, which is not reporting misfiring. But when I go to this, let me go to onboard, let's see, there should be a little bit misfiring, because whilst I was doing the connection, I shot the injector in cylinder 4, so it went off and it was misfiring a bit. So what I'll do is let me check if I'll see any misfiring on cylinder 4. So this guy is reporting. Okay, so if you can see, I have some misfiring on cylinder 4, but this means the ignition has been cycled, and this means that it is continuously misfiring on that particular cylinder 5 that we are checking. So let me go to my let me go to my scope, and you can see the pattern I'm getting on cylinder 4, and this is the pattern I'm getting on cylinder 3. On cylinder 5, which is causing the misfiring. So what I'm going to do is let me connect my yellow to cylinder 6 and see if I'll get a stable one, not something like this that is going on. So let me do that and bring you guys back. So now it looks like it's a bit steady, so I don't know if it's from the connection or something, because I just started the two injectors, and you can see this is for number 6, cylinder 6, and it's a bit steady. So I don't know why the cylinder is now a bit steady. So I'll clear fault codes and see if misfiring will be reduced. Let me do this. Let me turn off the ignition. So just erase the fault code, then start the vehicle again and see if my okay. So so now you can see I'm having 0 count on all. So what I'm going to do is I'll start the vehicle and see if the cylinder 5 will misfire again. So let me go to onboard. At this point, if it is misfiring, then I think it could be a mechanical issue or something. So let me see. If not, then I have to use an arm clamp to see if I can get access to it. So cylinder 3 and cylinder 5 is crazily misfiring. So I think I'll leave it this way. I'll speak to the shop about it so that they check it mechanically. If not, then I have to do crank test and see if I'll lose compression at that side. But for now, let me go back to my scope and see the pattern. You can see it's not stable now, so let me try and see if I can make it stable. So after several hours of diagnosing, what I did now was you can see I've set my seconds to 5 seconds per division, and this is the data I was able to correct. This is the data I was able to collect. So I have my ignition, cylinder 5 ignition and cylinder 5 injection. injector pulses, and because it's a direct injector, that's why you could see it very close to. So this one is the ignition and this one is the injection. So from my scope, it looks like it continues certain pattern, which is telling me that cylinder 5 is low on compression. From what I'm seeing here, it tells me cylinder 5 is low on compression. That's why my misfiring keeps occurring. So if you check my settings, I did 5 volts, which means 5 volts of AC current. And when you go to probe, I did the inverse because I don't know if they scope share common ground. I don't know. I can't tell. If it shares common ground and I swap it, it might affect my scope. So I'll just leave it positive to positive, negative to negative. Then I'll do an invert. I'll invert the waveform so that I can get the correct pattern. So with this one, if I like, I will not take cylinder 5. If I like, I will not take cylinder 5, but rather what I'll do is, although the engine is brand new, that's what they are telling me, but for my relative compression, it tells me that the engine is having compression issue. So there is the ignition pulses. So if you can see, when I check cancel, okay, so let me push this one here. So when I even draw it closer to the time of firing, that's at compression, at power stroke. So when you check your power stroke, you can see it fills here. And when you check this power stroke again, that means one complete cycle has been done, which will say the crank has turned 720 times and the cam has turned 360 times. So using this relative compression, I can say I'm having low compression on cylinder 5, because if you see this is the time at power stroke when the ignition or when the control unit is trying to ignite the ignition to push it down at power stroke, and I should have the waveform going high, or that means I should have more current pushing and going to power stroke. So if you check, let me count, it's V6, so let me count 1 2 3 4 5, then I come back to the 6. So if this is my cylinder 5, let's say cylinder 5, cylinder 6, cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3, cylinder 4, then cylinder 5 again, which tells me that my cylinder 5 is low on compression. So I don't have to spend more time here. What I'll do is I'll tell the shop to check what is causing the cylinder to lose compression. Because it's a brand new engine, it could be that maybe some particles have entered or some valve is not sitting properly or something. It could be a manufacturer defect. So I'll tell them with their scope that because what I can also do here is, I think so okay, so for it to be clear, let me try and do it this way. This way the workshop will understand it. So if you can see, my green is the ignition and my red is the injection. So it's direct injection. So the moment the injector pauses, that's when the other one also pauses. So with this one, I'm going to tell the workshop that their system is running low compression, that cylinder, and it repeats. It's a pattern that is repeating. So if you check here, 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 and here also, so before the car started. So this tells me clearly that it is a compression issue, so they should mechanically check it, and I'll call it a fix. So my diagnosing is done and I have to charge them for the diagnosing. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. So this tells me straight ahead that I'm missing compression on one cylinder. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. So it depends on how you set your scope. After adding some filters to it, you can see it a bit clearly. So I think maybe because it's a direct injection, it should be, because it's a direct injection, it can be maybe the injector is not sitting properly, or maybe there is another issue somewhere, because the engine is brand new from box, a new engine for manufacturing. So what I'll do is I'll just let them sort their own thing out, because if you check, as I've added the filter, whereby you go here and select filter, then you turn on the filter for that particular engine. So and I say yes, so you can see now I have a good filter which has filtered the waveform, and you can see it a bit clearly now. So with this, it tells me that my cylinder 5 is still misfiring, so I can turn the width off, then you see it has turned over. So this just helped me for not turning the probe. I have to turn this on, but because it's not my machine, let me turn it off in case they are using it, they don't have any difficulties. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more videos.